Hello and welcome to Let Me Be Your Game Guide, and this is a seance episode. These episodes feature games of the horror genre, so grab your salt and holy water as we voluntarily scare ourselves this week. I'm your host, Emma.
This is Rylan.
And Shawn.
Join us for this week's rating episode as we commune with the beyond and enter the gaming spirit world. For the remainder of this episode, let me be your game guide.
Hello, sour listeners.
What? Sour listeners?
Yeah. Like,
Why?
it's like the opposite of Bye Sweet Carole.
Hello,
Sour and talking to the listeners.
I
Gotcha.
was so lost. That was so good, though.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Smart.
was good. I was not.
I'm here like I don't even know what game we're covering.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think the name of my world right now is fighting for my life. Just
Aw.
not in a terrible way, but like, oh man, it's just
A lot of stuff.
it's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
But we're here. This is the most exciting thing that I'm doing all week. So
Nice.
yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Well, welcome.
Yeah, yeah,
Welcome to your house.
But yeah, this is my pick. We are talking about Bye Sweet Carole.
Bye.
Bye. And yeah, I'm really excited. I was really excited to play this game. I'm really excited to talk about this game. But before we get too far into the episode, don't forget to give the podcast a follow, rate it, review it, however you want to show us love. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/letmebeyourgg, where you can view episodes early as they post sometime on Sunday, a couple days before the episode posts everywhere else. And that's for free. You don't have to pay us any money. You just join for free and you get those episodes early.
Nice.
You can also join the dollar tier Patreon called Achievement Unlocked, and that gives you the Press Start series where it's just the first hour of gameplay of me playing the game that we're going to talk about, and Rylan's sometimes there and Shawn is sometimes there, and it's just kind of fun to see that first hour of experience and see how it matches up with our final ratings of the game. So that's just $1 a month, and you can find us on most socials as Let Me Be Your GG with no spaces. That's LetMeBeyourGG with no spaces, and we're on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Definitely follow us on Twitch, turn on notifications. You can find us there 5 o'clock every other Thursday, and that's Pacific time, 5 p.m. And we are, yes.
Whoa, sorry, I was going to let you finish, but I just had a thought. We can talk about it later. It's fine. sorry. I was going to let you finish, and then I was going to say...
Kanye moment.
No, yeah, kind of. Sorry, I definitely pulled a Kanye and T-Swizzle right there.
That's
but
okay.
Well,
I didn't
actually,
mean to.
You did raise your hand and she acknowledged you, so I think it's fair.
That's true. I was just... This is so dumb that I stopped all this for this, but I was just going to say, every time that you say no spaces, I say no trebles in my head from the song. That's all I was stopping this for. So just continue. That's stupid.
While we're interrupting her plugs, she says Twitter in the middle of all that. And it's not called that anymore, but the way that you say it sounds way better than if you had X in there.
I refuse to call it
I don't
X.
know.
Yeah.
I won't.
I don't know the order that you say them. I can't repeat it right now, but when you say it, it's very satisfying.
I honestly wouldn't be able to say it either.
Twitch
I had
and
to
Twitter.
look.
Twitch and Twitter.
Yeah, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
Yeah, it just, yeah.
YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
YouTube,
Yeah.
Twitch, and
Yeah.
Twitter. YouTube, Twitch, and X. Yeah, it doesn't.
It
no,
doesn't.
Don't ever say
No,
that.
yeah. Not so good. So.
Yeah. Anyways,
That's
if
plugs.
you follow us on
sorry.
Twitch and turn on notifications, you'll get notified when we go live. We are live every other Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, and we're live reacting to the trailers of the games that we're going to play in the future. And then if you have notifications on, you'll get notified when we go live for the Press Start series. So if you really don't want to pay the $1 on the Patreon, you can just get it for free. You just have to be ready to hop on, possibly really early in the morning on random days. But,
True
That's
fans know.
yeah,
that's right.
I guess so. You can also find our TikTok. We are Let Me Be Your Game Guide with no spaces. You can also email us at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com. And this is the best way to send in game requests. Just make sure to make sure to include game request in the subject line so it's easy for us to find. And I believe this is the last week that you have to send in your email about
Fear the Spotlight.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
gave Fear the Spotlight 5 out of 5 stars. And so when that happens, we do a little raffle and we buy the game for someone.
And you guys want this game.
It's so good.
You
It is
better.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. So feel free
want
to
it.
feel free to email us and we'll buy it for you. In the past we have just privately exchanged Steam information with the winner and we've gifted it.
To clarify, we'll buy it for one person.
Oh yes, sorry. Yeah. It's you email us, you get entered into a raffle and then the name that we draw is the winner.
Yeah.
So that's great. And then I'm sure in the future if there's any on Switch, can you send gifts on Switch? I don't know.
You guys are both looking at me. I don't know.
I don't know either. I was trying to.
I'm gonna cut this out. Never mind.
There's got to be a way. I'll look.
Email us if you have a Switch and you can do it on the Switch and you know how to do it and then teach us and then we'll, yeah.
I just can't remember if that game's even on Switch.
It is. That's where
Oh,
Shawn's
okay.
playing it.
Oh shit. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
anyways,
Find out later if this game gets 5 out of 5 stars
yeah,
for another giveaway.
Yeah.
maybe. And this time last year, because we've been doing the podcast for a year, so I will say that we said it last episode. We were talking about the rating of this game, and so this is the discussion. Do you remember what we were talking about?
It's not a ranger.
No, it was my choice. I sang a song last time to remind you.
Oh.
I sang a song?
Fuck. Yeah, she did.
I'll
sing
sing
a
it
song.
again.
Yeah, it was like a tune.
Do 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 do. I can't. I started too high. It's the Dark Side Detectives.
Dark Side
Yeah,
Detective.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're so close to Christmas time now.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we were discussing the Dark Side Detectives, the first game. There are 2.
There are.
So go check that out. Check out the game. Check
Fun.
out the episode. It was a great time. Yeah. So I think we should just get into it. I'm going to give a
Yes.
little spoiler-free description. Bye Sweet Carole is a horror adventure game that takes place in the early 20th century in England, specifically during the women's suffrage movement, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah. Late 1800s.
Yeah, early 1900s,
Mhm.
late, kind of in that general area.
Turn of the century.
Yeah, and but it's kind of a mix. Like this is a historical time, but there's a little bit of fantasy. There's like a fantasy overlay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed that. The gameplay, it's similar to like a side scroller point and click. But it does suggest that you use a controller. And the thing that drew me to this game was actually the graphics. It was hand-drawn in a style that kind of mimics the old Disney classics.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
You probably will talk about this soon because this game is, it's called Bye Sweet Carole, but the logo for it says like Chris Darrell's
Yes.
apostrophe S Bye Sweet Carole in the corner there.
Mhm.
Did Chris Darrell do the drawing?
Yes, he did.
Wow.
Ah,
He
nice.
had a bigger team that helped him
Uh-huh.
with this, but a majority of this was done by Chris Darrell, which
Okay.
we will get to here in
I was gonna say.
a moment. Yeah,
I'll let you get there.
sure. Bye Sweet Carole was developed by Little Sewing Machine and it was published by Maximum Entertainment. It's available on PC, Mac, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. It was originally released October 9th, 2025, and when it is not on sale, it is $24.99. We've talked about him a little bit already, but Little Sewing Machine was founded by Chris Darrell. He's an Italian game designer, director, and artist. He's done a few things in the past. Most notably, he's known for the indie game series Remothered, which is like a survival horror series, which I had not heard of before, but I checked it
Same.
out. I was like, oh my.
Well, and this surprised me too when you said that maybe he did all the hand-drawn art because I like looking at Remothered has a very different style. Like it's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
3D
Mm-hmm.
sort of like more like less cartoony, more realistic, like 3D looking thing.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's very different. So when I saw like on this game where it says like Chris Darrell's Bye Sweet Carole, I was like, oh, maybe Chris Darrell like is known for stuff like this.
Yeah.
It doesn't appear that he is, at least that I saw.
Yeah.
So interesting that big change up.
Yeah,
For the D-Man.
definitely. And for D-Man, yes. And we'll have the full credits linked so you can see the other names of the people that were also involved in helping create this game.
The D-Man's team.
Yes. But he also, I'm going to name some other people that he's worked with and just give you what they're known for. So I found this on the website on his developer website, which I will also link in the show notes.
That's little sewing machine. Cool.
Yeah. So he has worked with Takashi Shimizu, which he was the director of Ju-On / The Grudge.
Oh,
You guys know about that?
I've heard of it.
Yeah. He also worked with Masahiro Ito, who was a part of the Silent Hill franchise.
Whoa, cool.
Nobuko Toda, who worked on Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of Patriots, and Halo 5. And
Good
then
ones.
Wow.
Kiyoshi Arai, who worked on Final Fantasy.
The first Final Fantasy?
It just says Final Fantasy, and that's what I pulled off of his website. So,
okay.
and it says and much more. So he's gotten to work with a kind of a wide range of
Experience,
yeah, which I thought was really cool. And there's a lot more information on the website that we'll link.
A lot of different artistic styles in all those games, so that's interesting.
So I'm sorry. Are these folks that he has worked with in the past, or are these folks that work with him for this game?
That he's worked with in the past.
Okay.
Yeah, not related to this game, but
Yeah.
it was just kind of in his resume.
Yeah.
On that website.
So he's definitely had like a lot of like gaming perspective to call back on if he needs to. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I just thought that was really cool. There isn't a accessibility report currently available, but if one shows up, I will make sure to update the show notes with that.
Yeah, and the game's super new.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it came out, we're recording this, what is it, November
6th,
5th.
something.
Yeah.
It's the 6th today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2025.
So
Yes.
almost a month later, which I think that is close to as quick as we can turn around on those.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. So very cool. And that's kind of all I have to say about the developer and the game. Are you guys ready to get into the rating?
Yes. Hello, sweet rating. Oh, crap. And now what you've all been rating for.
There we go.
I was like, I don't know why we're just looking at each other. I'll just say something.
Oh, well, we take into account general considerations such as length, challenge rating, and replayability. We also consider story and narrative topics, including plot, characters, and world building, presentation topics, including graphics and sound design and music, gameplay topics, including content variety and mechanics, and lastly, we consider the overall value of the game. So starting in general considerations, we're going to talk about length to start out. How long did it take you to finish this game, or how long did you play for?
8.9 hours.
Nice.
I did not finish. I got about halfway through the chapters. I think I played for roughly 4.5, 5-ish, something like that. So.
Nice. I was finished after 8.2 hours.
Nice.
So I would say on average between 8 and 9 hours
Yeah.
is a pretty good estimate if you're looking for how long it's going to take to finish the game. What did you guys rate it for challenge? What is the challenge rating? And our skill starts at beginner, it escalates to easy, then moderate, difficult, and it tops out at expert.
I'm going to say I played mine on the Switch, which may be a little bit different than what you guys played it on, and also OG Switch. So there's that too. But I don't know. What did you guys play it on? You played it on your Steam Deck?
No, on the PC.
On the PC?
I played it on PC and Steam Deck. I did
Okay.
about half and half.
Yeah.
But I played controller when I was playing on my computer. So.
Yeah, same.
Oh, yeah.
And
same.
I think they suggest you play with controllers. So
Yeah.
I think it gives you a little message. I would say this is easy. I don't think that the puzzles are like overly difficult. I think that there was some clunkiness in the mechanics that we'll talk about later
Yeah.
that made things a little a little more difficult, but not, I don't think it's really in like the root of the game
No.
difficulty. It's more just an added difficulty because maybe some things need to get polished up.
Yeah.
I think that's a good call. Definitely, it's a little hard in my brain to separate some of the like some of the bugs from the difficulty in some ways.
Yeah.
But I did not, for being like a point and click, I didn't need to reference a walkthrough except for when I experienced a bug, and then that confirmed that I knew what to do. I just couldn't do it. But some of the puzzles was a little unclear. And I think we might get into this in plot a little bit too, but I felt like in some of the levels, I didn't really understand what my objective was, even though, I mean, it does tell you like an objective, but I didn't really like know why I was there, what I was supposed to like do to make it happen all the time.
Yeah, it was a little vague, and I didn't utilize this until the very end of the game, but actually opening up the like menu with all the things that you were supposed to be doing.
I didn't realize that until a little, like probably 3.5 hours into playing that was a thing. So I was like, I accidentally clicked it while I was like moving adjusting myself, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So that would be nice.
Yeah, because kind of as you, and we'll get into this more, but as you pick things up, it'll add objectives onto your list. And if you're not paying attention, you can kind of lose track of like what your objectives are because you've picked up like 4 different things that start off like 3 different objectives.
Yeah. Well, and I failed some objectives too, just because not going a different path than the way that I was intending, just because I didn't know where I was going.
Yeah, and I think some of the things you fail for part of the plot.
Yes.
Too.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the sort of point and click style game where you like pick up items that like I don't fathom why I need this for what my goal is, and then somehow it ties in. But so there's a little bit of like unorthodox puzzle solving, I guess.
Yeah, it's basically like, oh, I'm allowed to pick this up, so I'm going to pick it up and I'll figure out how to use it later.
And there's also some combat in the game, which is a little bit later, which is like extremely easy.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. A baby could do it. This game is for babies. Not
I don't know
really.
about that.
I'm just kidding. So, yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minus the mechanical issues.
And it's not scary enough to add any difficulty either. Not like for the spotlight.
No, we are marking this as a seance episode because technically this is a horror adventure game, but it's not that scary.
No.
Yeah, a little creepy sometimes, I think, but outside of that, that's it.
Yeah. Moving on to target audience, the ESRB rating for this game is T for teen, noting why can't I say fantasy?
Oh.
Noting.
Sorry. I didn't even realize.
No, I was like, noting. No,
yeah.
Spit it out.
I know. The ESRB rating for this game is T for teen, noting fantasy violence, mild blood, and mild suggestive themes. Who would you recommend this game to?
This is a tough one, I think. I think if somebody's looking at the graphics and they're like, ooh, like this is amazing, maybe them. Yeah. Because it keeps up a good quality graphically, I think, throughout the game. But I think you have to kind of realize the gameplay is not especially fast paced. It's like a puzzle solving adventure kind of thing. So I could see the style of this game after playing it. Like a lot of people, I could just see getting bored. Yeah. Frankly.
Yeah. I think if people that like Little Misfortune, I think could kind of like this game because it's different graphically, but Little Misfortune was also kind of plot based. You didn't really know what was going on most of the game.
Doing some puzzles.
Moving
but
through it,
it doesn't. Most of your progression is just plot driven. So I think anyone that really likes puzzle games that the narrative is really driven by the plot, like you gotta like the plot to want to move through this game.
Well, in this game, like Little Misfortune definitely had like a big sense of humor. This game does not have that.
No, it is very serious. Yeah, that's a good thing to bring up. No.
Yeah, there was one point where I was like, haha, that was really it. The rest of the time I was like, oh man.
That's about fair, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy. So
yeah.
All right. The last section of general considerations I cannot talk today is replayability. And I can see why someone wouldn't want to replay this game, but as someone who was really interested in how the climax of the plot went on, it was kind of like a movie where you
Yes.
like watch a movie and there's a plot twist and then you're like, I have to go rewatch that movie for the things that I missed.
Sure.
I felt that way with this game.
Yeah.
Like I finished it and I was like, shoot, I need to go back and like replay it.
Well, and I think it's the sort of thing where it's like a lot of the plot is like somewhat a mystery that you're unraveling a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then with that information, you can go back and put the pieces together.
Yeah.
I don't know for me if I need to do that enough.
Mm-hmm.
But I see what you're saying. Like, I think there's like a digestible way without like doing the puzzle solving again to like maybe see the cutscenes. I mean, YouTube, I guess.
Yeah.
Like see the cutscenes for the first 3 chapters or so. 3 or 4.
Yeah. I wish there was a way to just watch the cutscenes.
The chapter select would be really good in this game too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's fair.
I don't know. Yeah. No, I don't think I have really anything to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for sharing.
Sorry. Yeah.
No,
sharing
you're
for
okay.
nothing. Sorry.
No, you're all right. I think we're all tired today. At least
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
tired.
like-
I'm
This
out
week
of
has
it.
been something. I
Yeah.
don't know how it's not Friday yet. I don't know what's going on.
Oh my God.
I'm
Yeah.
like having a hard time tracking everything.
I know. Yeah. We're going to get through it. And
We got this.
we're here for you guys.
If Lana Benton can get through this, then we can get through it.
Anyone
That's
can.
true.
That's the
Good point.
protagonist in our story.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to story and narrative. And this is the beginning of our numbered ratings. We rate things from 1 to 5, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. Let's start with plot. I will say, surprisingly, I was not as impressed with the plot as I thought I was going to be.
See, I feel like it grew on me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked it a little bit more than I thought I would after the first few chapters.
I think I was
Interesting.
in the same boat.
Okay.
Like at first I'm like, okay, like this is kind of interesting. Like it looks good. I'll play it. We'll have fun. But the more that it kept going, the more I'm like, ooh, I'm like a little bit more into that story, until eventually I'm like sucked in. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I was sucked in, but I think after finishing it, I was like, wow, that was crazy. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, wait a second. I don't know that I ever... This is why I feel like I need to replay it, because I'm like,
Oh.
I don't really... I totally understand what happened? Like,
I mean,
this
we'll
is-
get more into it next week. Too,
Yeah,
with
maybe you can help me.
Maybe we can all like work it out together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I enjoyed it. I'm stuck between a 3.5 and a 4, but I think I'm going to give it a 4. I think if I played the game again, or at least watched the cutscenes again, I could kind of seal those cracks that I have.
Yeah.
Especially because I played part of it and then took quite a big break and then played the rest of it all in one sitting.
Oh yeah.
So there were some things that happened in the very beginning that I'm like, shoot, I don't remember what that was like, and I'm trying to like go back in my brain and it didn't work. So I'll give it a 4.
Yeah, I think for plot, I'm at a 4 as well. I think like a lot of like the first half of playing the game, it was maybe like a 2. And once I started to like figure it out and get a little bit more invested, it elevated more. And I actually appreciate where it ended up, I think, quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with a 3 because I didn't get to experience the whole story. So
Yeah.
it sounds like the ending was like pretty good. Like you needed that. To
Yeah,
kind of
Yes.
wrap
it
that
was
up.
all right.
So,
Yeah.
So I think only getting halfway-ish through the game, I don't think that I have enough to vest. But the stuff that I did play was very fun. I thought the plot and the story was very confusing, but you kind of had like a nugget of what was happening, and then it was like a lot of chaos. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I'd say 3 for me. So.
Yeah. I did share this already before we recorded, but I'll just, for the listeners, like my first note on this game, chapter 1, I don't know what's going on.
It's so true.
Yeah.
That's how you feel for a lot of the game. It
Yep.
feels like,
Just what
Yeah.
the heck is going on?
I need to do this puzzle, but I don't know what it's doing. I don't know what
Yeah.
we're doing it for, but I gotta do this puzzle. So
Yeah, it was like chapter 10 when the reveals in like the very last chapter.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy.
I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we'll get through this so we can get to next week's the good stuff. Moving into characters, there's actually a pretty large cast of characters in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. All pretty unique too, which is pretty fun. So
Yeah, they kind of help paint the story, but I didn't find any of them to be extremely charming or like stand out to me. I didn't dislike any of them, but it was just a little...
Yeah, unfortunately, even like the villain characters weren't
Yeah.
like, oh, like they're so evil and cool. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, there's an evil like owl, maybe the best
Oh, yeah.
character. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that evil owl is
Um,
creepy.
Valeria,
Yeah.
I think is its name. Yeah.
But yeah, even like Lana, she wasn't that like the main character. She wasn't that interesting.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely has that old school, Disney movie vibes, and so that's I don't know if they put a lot of emphasis on that, but I think they should have. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the characters throughout, though. They were, I mean, design wise, they're, meh. But I think overall that they brought a lot of tension and spookiness to the game.
Yeah.
And so that, and also it added additional suspense because when they come into the game, you need to understand where they're at and what's going on. So it kind of added another layer of like spookiness, suspense. Like you have to like move and do things quickly. So I think that kind of added to the game.
Yeah. I'm giving
But-
it a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm at a 2 because even those characters that I feel like would be more bombastic, maybe like the main villain and like Mr. Basie, who's like kind of the fantastical character.
Yeah.
I feel like those were in a world of like proper women or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, because they're at like a girls' boarding school or something.
Yeah.
You'd think those characters would be like a little bit more exciting, and I just wasn't that excited by them. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a little telling.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2.
I think I'd give it a 3 too. I think
Okay.
I haven't experienced all of it, but
Yeah.
the characters that were there I thought were pretty good. Yeah.
There just wasn't enough whimsy.
It
Yeah.
definitely wasn't a whimsy
I
game,
was just
though.
craving. I know, but I feel like even in like a dark fantasy, you have like think of the Black Cauldron. I got like Black Cauldron vibes from this game.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my gosh, it's a very very
Oh.
dark. I don't think it's Disney. I think it. I can't remember.
Is it DreamWorks?
Man. I don't
Pause.
know.
We're gonna Google things today.
Yeah.
It is a Disney movie, but it's very dark.
Oh.
I don't. If you watch
You know-
it, it's one of those movies where I watched it a lot as a kid, and then when I watched it as an adult, I was like, "This is scary. Like this is
Yeah.
really scary."
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know why when it was time to look this up, you guys both looked it up and I didn't, and I'm the one that doesn't know what it is. Like, I should have just looked it up. Where's my phone?
But they have like a very like goofy, like whimsical wizard, but then the villain is like super dark, super scary, and then you have his little goons that are also kind of like dopey and
Yeah.
goofy.
But I feel like that's like a good trope, I feel like, for a reason. But I
Yes.
feel like this game didn't like, I don't know.
It fell flat with the character depth.
It felt flat, yeah, which is not every game needs to have good depth, but I feel like this game like could have used that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's move on to world building and then we'll move on to the presentation section. So, again, world building, they did create an interesting world. And Shawn, you might not know, there's a little bit more that's built on once you get to the end of the story. I can give world building like a 3.5. Again, I was not as impressed as I thought I was going to be. I don't know.
I will say that the world was really unique and weird. It was kind of like Fear the Spotlight, where, you know, the HVAC, you only had enough power to use the HVAC or the gym.
Yeah, like a little
Yeah.
surreal like that.
Yeah, there was a
yeah.
lot of circumstances where it was like that, where it was like, well, you can only have water on the second floor or the first floor. You got to figure it out. And
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I don't think this is too big of a spoiler because you hear about this like pretty quick in the game. Like, essentially, there's like a fantasy world and the real world, and there's like a breach is what they call it, and so the worlds are like kind of blending is what's going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, we'll talk more about that next week. But it does make some weird like juxtaposition of like normal stuff, weird stuff together.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it was hard for me. I'm going back to the plot, but like I was eventually able to put it together, but that's why I want to play it again because I feel like I'm just barely grasping the concept of what was actually happening. But yeah, so world building I'm giving a 3.5. I don't think that it was spectacular, but I don't think it was terrible. I did like that there was fantasy overlap to the like women's suffrage movement kind of theme that was going on in the background. I also think it's an interesting thing to mesh together with like the classic Disney movies, having that kind of, I don't know, like theme, not theme, but it had that look. It had the classic Disney
Yeah.
movie look, which was very like not very women.
Yeah, it was
like-
very like traditional.
Thank
tropey.
you. Yeah, like
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
traditional woman roles, like female roles,
Uh-huh.
like princes and princesses. And then we have the theme in this game that's actually kind of breaking that with the women's suffrage movement going on, and then some things that happen later.
I think that actually was like a big thing that I enjoyed about the plot. Like, because at first it just seemed like it was kind of thrown in there randomly. And I'm like, this is kind of weird, but it did end up being a bigger thing at the end. And I don't think that's a spoiler that it comes into play more.
No.
But when it did, like, if there's a specific point where it took a turn towards that, and I was like, oh, I like this. Like, this is cool.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it definitely picks up till the end. Like, I would say you have to get to at least chapter 8 to get a real grasp on the thick of the plot and actually be like, oh shit, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is kind of a bummer.
Absolutely.
Because it takes you a long time to get there, and I feel like you're going to lose a lot of people before they get to that point if they're not super interested.
Yeah, and it's like Arctic Awakening that we talked about last time.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't finish playing that game like intentionally. Like at some point I was just like, I'm done with this game. But then when you were telling me about the plot, I was like, wow, I'm like, this sounds really cool. I would have liked this.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar case with this game, like Bye Sweet Carole. I feel like I definitely could see a lot of people not finishing the game once they start it.
Yeah. The breadcrumbs they were dropping were not.
They weren't tasty enough.
No, they weren't. It was like you were getting these little tidbits, but it was like, this isn't enticing me enough.
I was gonna say, like, I recall like a few snippets of like women's suffrage or something like that, and just interactions that had happened, and I'm like, that's kind of weird, but I'm only in chapter end of 4 into 5, and so I'm like, I'm catching some of it, and I'm like, well, it's cool that they're talking about that, but I didn't grasp the whole thing until probably later. So
we'll talk about it next week for sure.
Well, and I'm curious too, maybe this is breaking structure a little bit, but like, Shawn, do you want to finish playing this game?
I mean, I want to.
Okay,
I'm pretty hooked into the story now at this point.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
I'm like,
where you're at.
I'm ready. So,
because I definitely felt that again with this game, where I was like, I don't know if I want to keep going, but I still had like over a week, so I was like, I might as well.
Yeah.
You know, Arctic Awakening was a little bit more rushed, so I was like, I'm not going to stress out over it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
But I'm glad I stuck with this one.
Yeah. We've kind of been all over the place.
We have.
In this
Where
area.
are we?
I don't know. Well, we're moving into presentation, but plot, characters, and world building in this game. I think there were a lot of hits and a lot of misses, and which is disappointing. Just because I think this game was built to be very, story and narrative driven. So the fact that there were so many misses to us kind of is a downer. But I was able to finish the game, and I did really enjoy it.
Yeah.
So just be aware if you're fighting to finish, know that there is a payoff at the end.
Yeah.
Let's move into presentation. We're going to start off by talking about graphics. And I truly think that graphics is where this game shines.
Yes.
You did. Oh, okay.
No.
I thought you were going to disagree.
No, I think absolutely. Yeah. The graphics are carrying this game.
Yes. It's beautiful. I didn't notice the way that your character moves and just like the way that background can be interacted with, like just little things. I don't know. I loved it. I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah, especially if you're a 90s kid, I feel like this is like right up your alley, or an 80s kid, because it's like all those old movies that you saw as a kid. It's like that, just so much nostalgia. It's so good. Yeah. So, awesome. The graphics 5. It was great for me. I really enjoyed it. It was really nice. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I think a 5 for me as well. I think there was like a little bit of miss again, like on the character design a little bit for some of them. But I think it was good. Like the world, it had like good details in the background, great colors. It was drawn really nicely. I did like a lot of the animations, like the way you like climb up on things when Lana, the character you play as, when she's like running, she like holds her arms in kind of a goofy way. My partner said, why does she run? Like, what is she doing with her arms?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But also like you also play as like a rabbit at different points too. And I like the way the rabbit looks when it's moving around. Like, it was very well drawn.
Yeah.
Well,
I think, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, even the antagonists, like when they would change shapes
Yeah.
or anything. Like I really like that too. Even it just made it more like it popped more. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a 5 for me as well. And I can get a little bored during cutscenes that are longer because sometimes I'm like, I just want to get back to the gameplay. I loved all of these cutscenes because it literally felt like you were watching a movie. And I just thought it was very well done. Some of the gameplay can be a little bit slow, but then going into a cutscene, it almost felt like I could just relax and just enjoy what was happening.
Yeah.
I just really liked it, and the difference in graphics between cutscene and gameplay is so
It's like there's no difference.
Yeah, there's no difference.
It's amazing. I thought they did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Because watching the trailer, I was like, I can't tell what a cutscene is,
Yeah.
and then you play and you're like, oh, it's because everything looks the same.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
I just want to say too that like the presentation graphically of this game, like the I think the Bye Sweet Carole like logo looks kind of funky to me, but I did think like the menus and like the I guess like like the menu screen when you open the game, like I feel like all that complemented like the look they were going for extremely well. And like there's a little graphic that pops up when you get an item.
Oh my
that
gosh,
little, like,
yeah.
And it's like very like Disney, old school Disney, like with the little birdies and stuff. Yeah. So,
it was almost like Snow White or like kind of that Cinderella, like you know when Cinderella would like turn, like her dress appeared and it has that like sparkles. Very, very cool.
Yeah. I think like they knew what look they were going for and they nailed it. Like that is like the aspect of this game they nailed, I think.
Yes. Yeah. And let's just move into sound design and music, because I almost wanted to give this a 5. There were some issues with the music. I don't know if you guys noticed it would randomly like cut out.
I had that happen a few times.
Yeah. Like I thought that was me. To be honest.
Yeah, no. I thought it was me at first too, but
that was the only downside that I could think of for the music, because it'd be like a really touching cutscene or something like that, and then it would just cut out, and I'm like, we couldn't have faded out because it like ruined the moment. But I also check the show notes for the credits link because it's going to have all of the voice actors' names. They killed it. Stellar voice actors.
Yeah.
So the narrator's voice was amazing. The characters' voices were all amazing, and they had a ton. I mean, there were a ton of different voice actors for this, because at one point there's like a gala going on or like a ball, and there's a ton of different people there. And even for small parts, they had people voicing them.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also enjoyed the music.
Yeah.
In this game quite a bit. It was well done. I liked how it changed based on what was going on in the level too. Like if like an enemy is close to you, like it got very tense.
Yeah.
God,
sometimes it stayed tense because it didn't transition properly.
Yeah.
This game being so new, it definitely has some bugs. But I mean, it was fine. I liked the audio in this game. I don't think this is really the proper place to mention it. I should have mentioned this in the plot maybe, but I thought the writing in this game was really bad.
Oh, I think it's a translation thing.
Really?
Yeah, well, because the
Big D,
the developer's Italian.
Yeah.
And so I was noticing in like the chapter descriptions that like words were used interchangeably, and like I don't know.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if it was like a translation issue, like it was written in Italian originally, and then or are you just talking about the dialogue?
I just thought the dialogue was like boring as shit.
Yeah.
like when you were telling me like and again, this doesn't really have to do with the sound design, I guess.
Yeah.
Should have been in plot, but like when you're saying that like you like the cutscenes.
Yeah.
It's like I did like them, except for some of them were just like a lot of talking between characters. I'm like, good grief. Like
yeah. Between Lana and Mr. Basie, especially, I think would draw on pretty long.
Yeah. And there's some at the end too between some characters. But like, and then the narrator sucked.
You didn't like the narrator?
No.
Oh.
I loved the narrator.
Small, inadequate girl in a world of ash, tar, and coal.
I liked it.
He just talked like so much, like you do something in the game, and then like that'd be the end of the chapter, and then like the narrator would say what you just did, and I'm like, you don't have to narrate something that I just did.
I don't know. I
narrate
really
the stuff
liked
that I
it.
didn't do. I don't know. The narrator pissed me off.
Wow, I loved the narrator. I thought it kind of added to for me it made me feel like the gameplay and the movie aspect were like intertwining. So
Oh.
it was like I was playing the game and then we would switch over to like, oh, it's actually a movie, he's narrating what I just did, and then we're going back to the gameplay. I really
Interesting.
liked
That's a perspective. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
mean-
like if the narrator wasn't there at all, none of the words or anything, I feel like it would have been fine.
Yeah, I mean, you could have lived without him, but I think that
That's my beef.
Yeah.
I really liked it. So
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can have different opinions. And
Yeah,
that's fine.
totally. And probably a lot of people will like it
Yeah.
or not like it, and that's fine. I think that again, like this game has a style it's going for,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
maybe its commitment may be polarizing.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Well, let's move into our last section for our number rating, and that would be gameplay. And we're going to start with content variety, and we're going to end, unfortunately, with mechanics. I hate to end on a sour note, but do you guys want to do mechanics first, just to get it out of the way, and then we're not ending? Because
Wait, sorry, what's the other option?
content variety.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, I have things to say about content variety, but the mechanics, as we've found with a lot of these new games, were jacked.
Yeah, I feel like especially with like little indie studios, like it takes a little while after launch to get it all
Yeah.
ironed out. I feel like because the
Yeah.
last 3 games that we've done where we've played it within the first 2 months of it being out have mechanically been sour. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Especially for the for me it was the stairs.
That's what I was gonna say too.
Because you'd be like running, and in order to go up or down stairs, you had to kind of like directionally point. But if it wasn't just right, you'd end up going the wrong way. And sometimes I'm like running away from something and I'm like, well, I guess I'm not going up the stairs anymore.
Yeah.
Just keep going. But there were also a lot of bugs. I glitched into the floor at one point and had to restart my save.
Yeah.
I know that I read about a lot of bugs. Rylan, you experienced one.
Yeah, I experienced a bad one that I thought I was going to have to restart my whole game.
Oh no.
Because there are bugs like that in this game. When I was looking up, like, I have this bug problem, what do I do? I saw like a thread with a lot of bugs, and people were like, oh, if you got this one, you have to restart your save file. And I was like, good Lord.
Dang.
Yeah, because you did say you were like, if this happens, like, I'm not starting over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I don't blame you.
I was like at the same spot that you are in the game, Shawn.
Yeah, there's
basically,
no
I was
way
in
I
chapter 4, and I was like, I don't want to
Yeah.
restart that all again.
Mhm.
But I did find a solution. I didn't have to. So
That's good.
I know that is a
But geez, that sucks.
bunch of little bugs and a lot of like trying to climb on something where you like have to the animation and then you're back on the ground and then you glitch through it.
Yeah.
Weird stuff like that. Not every time you press a button, but like every couple of minutes it felt like at times.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, that is true. I definitely felt like there was some times where it was like nonstop. Like I kept running into something, or I get stuck in something, but I did use it to my advantage sometimes because when I was getting chased by somebody, I don't think I can say this in this, but I'll just say it. I would transform, as I'm climbing up, so that way I turn into a bunny at the very top, and then I just run.
Yeah.
So I did that to kind of cheese it a little bit, but
yeah.
So some of the glitching was beneficial, but I would say some of it did suck.
Yeah. The climbing on the wall was pretty tough.
Did you have trouble in the last chapter with that?
You'll have to remind me, but
Okay.
probably
Like, it's been a while for you.
Yeah, probably.
There was a part in the last chapter where you have to do some wall jumping and it was impossible.
Yeah, and
hardest part of the game.
I do know what you're talking about, and
Did you have trouble?
I had
Okay.
to start over and over again. There were also points where I just had to jump over like a gap, and I would die like 5 times in a row, and I'm like, there's no possible way
Yeah.
that this is the hardest part of the game, is just jumping over this.
Yeah.
So I think mechanically it needs some work, but I think that we're finding that's just kind of normal for new games. And I'm willing to kind of let it slide because I did enjoy a lot of the other aspects of the game, but it does make it difficult.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So what did I give mechanics? Oh, that was generous of me. I have a 3 on here.
I think honestly a 3 is okay. I mean, that's not middle of the road, it's slightly above, I guess. But
yeah.
I guess I'd go 2.5.
I was gonna say I'll probably go 2.5, just like right down the middle between 1 and 5. It was pretty gnarly. And I didn't have like a game breaking bug or anything like that. The fact that those are out there, I'm like,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for me, sometimes I think about like not just like were there bugs or not, but like or was the gameplay like fun, I guess, or like
Well,
were
sure,
the mechanics like enjoyable to me?
Yeah.
I don't know if they were that much, but it's not like I don't know what it is about this game where it's like on paper I feel like I don't like this, but then when I was playing it, I was fine.
oh yeah, I was having a ton of fun. Oh, and there is like, without spoiling anything, you play multiple characters at once, and I thought that was super fun. Like being able to switch between characters at certain points was interesting. It did come with some clunkiness of having to make sure both characters got to the same point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go 2.5.
Same.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay. Well, we'll finish
but
off.
3 is between 1 and 5.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because
Oh,
we're not
God
yeah,
damn it.
dang
We've
it.
already
Alright,
discussed this.
3.
I'm doing a
3
2.5.
then.
No, I'm giving it a 2.5.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll just stay with you guys then.
It was below average for me. Let's finish off with content variety, because I think there is some interesting things included in this game, and then that'll be our last numbered rating, and then we'll talk about value and our final ratings.
Okay.
Content variety. There's a lot of random shit in this game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is. It's weird, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It contributes to it kind of feeling like a movie, though.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
Randomly, like the balance, the balance,
Yeah, like when you're like
thing,
walking on a narrow thing and you're like, oh, I'm gonna fall off.
but it doesn't happen every time you're on there. Like it's random.
Kind of random.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you have the multiple types of characters that you're playing. You're
that
solving
work a little bit differently.
Yeah, you're solving puzzles. You're stealthing quite a bit.
Like running away from stuff.
Yeah.
There's some combat.
The's combat. Yeah,
There's dancing.
Yeah,
You haven't gotten to the dancing yet, Shawn, but there's dancing.
Oh,
no.
man.
Oh, I forgot about the dancing. It's so bad.
Dude. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Is it like button
I'm moving
combo
mechanics down to a
dance?
2. No, I'm
At
not.
least the dancing works. Thank goodness. Because
It
if you have to do
does.
the dancing more than once, more than you have to, I don't know if I would have made it.
The thing about the dancing, it's like either make it shorter or make it harder.
Yes.
That's it.
Thank you.
Either make it shorter or harder because it's so long and so easy.
It was like you said, Shawn. You basically have to press the buttons at the right time.
Yeah.
It was brutally easy, and it lasted it's like 2 minutes straight.
Yeah.
my
like an
gosh.
actual baby. You could hand this to your daughter
And she
could do it.
Yeah.
And what is she? 1? 2?
She's almost a year and a half.
3? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could do it. It was I blacked that out. It was so bad.
You have to do it. You have to do it twice, 2.5 times.
Well, I accidentally did it thrice because
I'm so sorry.
I talked to someone again that triggered it, and I didn't need to.
No.
Yeah,
and you were probably hitting A to make those words go way faster.
Yes.
Because that's the other thing we didn't talk about this game. Like when you like examine an object, like in a point and click where it like has words like what the character is thinking or saying about whatever you're looking at. And those words stayed on the screen for far too long and you couldn't like walk away while that was happening. Mm-hmm. And you're sitting there like spamming like any button, like which button makes it go faster? None of them do.
X did.
What?
For me, X moved through audio or the dialogue.
I mean, I probably just tried A and B and it's like, it doesn't work.
Because it's usually B, and it was about halfway through the game that I started mashing buttons and I figured out that X on my controller.
That was such a big, because there'd be like 5 words there. Like I can't go in here and it'd be on there for like literally 5 seconds.
And you can't move.
And I'm just like,
yeah. Or figuring out how to let go of an object sometimes.
Oh,
like I would
gosh.
just transform to let go of an object.
I would do that sometimes too. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like when you're cranking a crank.
Yes.
Like I don't know how to get out of this. Or other times like I'm just trying to crank it and you keep grabbing it and letting go. Grabbing it and letting go.
That's because I did the same thing as because I was holding on to the button. So like why I'd be holding on to it thinking, oh, I need to hold on to it while I crank. That's not it. You just press it and then that's it.
Yeah.
Then you can crank it.
Yeah, but you have to like press it and then wait for the whole animation of her like getting in position and grabbing it.
Yeah, and grabbing it. And then when you move the crank, then there's an animation to show you where that's going.
Yeah.
And then you have to move it the other way. Dang it.
Yeah, so we've
fine.
We've bled back into mechanics.
Yeah.
But,
Sorry.
content variety, I gave a 4.
Yeah, I think that's solid.
I
Yeah.
thought they did a good job. I wasn't like tired of any specific, well, not including the dancing, but like most things that were purposefully put in there, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, like this is part of my. It was almost like there was a little bit of survival in there. There was a little bit of like stealth. There was a little bit of combat. There was a little bit of puzzle solving. It was just like
logic.
Yeah. So I enjoyed it. I'm giving it a 4.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I think if it had stayed like the same throughout the game, it would have been real boring.
Yeah.
But it mixed it up enough. So 4 seems good to me.
Cool.
I'm gonna go with the traditional 3.5.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Because I don't really know. So
Yeah.
because I haven't played the whole thing. So with the variety I did have though, there was a lot of variety within the puzzles and the characters and things like you guys have already said. So 3.5 just because I haven't experienced it all.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Sweet. Well, before we give our final ratings, let's talk about the value of this game. When it's not on sale, it is $24.99. Is it worth almost $25?
For me, I don't think I would pay $25 for
Okay.
this game.
Okay.
I think it's fun, but mechanically, I think they need to smooth things out a little bit.
Yeah.
And also, it's fun, but I wouldn't have picked it up unless it was on the podcast.
Yeah.
So I think it's just not my genre of game, but I still enjoyed it. So yeah, I would say if you caught it on a sale, that'd be awesome, but I don't know if I would pay the whole price.
Yeah, I think if it was mechanically sound, it would be worth it for me because this is very much an Emma game.
Yeah.
I really like this style of game.
Yeah.
So, but with the mechanical issues, I think it makes it hard to want to spend almost $25. And we got it on a sale, I think. It was a little one, but
Yeah.
So
It was a tough one for me. Like, I feel like I'm still like chewing on this game a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I finished it last night. I don't think $25 is no. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they fix some of the bugginess, it's probably still not. I think I want to be able to like do the gameplay faster. Like, I feel like there's a lot of waiting for me, and I have trouble with that.
Yeah.
But I did like it, I think. I don't know. So
Seems like we're all kind of in this weird space where like that was fun.
It's-
what?
I don't
so
know.
weird
Like,
game.
I don't know what it is because I was so excited for this game. I had so much fun while I was playing it.
Yeah.
And then I was finished and I was just like, why am I not like excited about this? Like, I can't explain it. I can't explain it.
So-
There was something about it that I was just like, eh.
So yeah, it's like, I don't know if this is what it is, but it's like, you know, this is like a story game, a puzzle game, like, I don't know what else, but, and I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it was a few different things, and it's not like those things are clashing with one another. I think
Yeah.
more the issue is that all of them were just okay.
Yeah,
Like,
nothing got enough time.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like it was bad, except for they need to fix some bugs. I feel like all of that was just like fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
like I feel like the plot was good, but it wasn't like amazing.
Yeah.
The gameplay, at least for me, I felt like it was fine.
Yep.
And so it's just like, I'm not like hating on any of that stuff,
Yeah.
but I'm not like super jazzed either. Like, I'm not like telling anybody like, hey, you got to check this game out,
Yeah.
you know? But I mean, and I think maybe with the graphics or something about it, like, I feel like I want to like it way more.
I know.
I feel like
I
it's
was
kinda like what you're
I
saying,
was
too.
so excited and then I was done and I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but hopefully maybe in the future that will change. Maybe it was the mechanics that really turned me off, or I don't know. I don't know what it is, but
I think I want this game to have enough success that they make like another game in the same vein,
yeah.
and like just do it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what it is. Like, I'm like, ooh, this game has the trappings of something that I really like,
Yes.
but I don't really like it.
Mhm.
I just kind of like it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I would agree with you though, because it kind of hits. It does a lot of things okay, but it doesn't nail one or two things that if it nailed it, it would have been a fucking stellar game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm struggling with my final rating because like I'm looking at the games
Yes.
around where I want to put it and I'm like, I don't know about that. Oh, it's because I'm on Rylan's tab. Jeez, that makes more sense.
Oh, that's why we have the same feeling, because that's how I'm feeling about my tab.
I'm gonna put it at a 3 point. I don't know, 3.6. Yummy.
Oh, this game is rated as yummy. Okay.
Yeah, yummy 3.6, which is right above Refined Self and UFO 50, and right below Evil Tonight and Paper Trail.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Rylan. I don't want it to be that way.
No, that's fine.
Because I think I did like UFO 50
That
more
just
than
tells
this
everybody
game.
how
No,
wrong you are.
No, you know what? I'm gonna put it right where I have Little Misfortune. I'm gonna put it at a 3.4.
Oh, okay.
It gives me the same feelings of like I really wanted to like the game, but it was just okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at mine, trying to figure out why I've rated Plucky Squire so low. I'll have to re-listen to that and see.
I look at my rating and I'm like, why did I rate Plucky Squire so high? Mine's at 4.8.
Yeah, you love that game.
Yeah.
I liked it though. No, I think it's fine. I just need to replay it to remind myself.
You know, I think this
Yeah.
game is actually kind of similar to the Plucky Squire Bye Sweet Carole.
A little bit.
A little
A
bit.
little bit.
Yeah, where it like kind of has like a bunch of variety,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got like a very interesting like graphical style.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the things you're doing are just too slow.
Yeah.
So that being said, I feel like I want to give this game a 3.4, which is the same that I gave as the Dark Side Detective.
Oh.
But
I gave the Dark Side Detective a 3.3.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I also mine is at a 3.4 and it's right below UFO 50 and Refined Self and right above Firewatch, The Dark Side Detectives, and Two Falls, and then it falls in line with Little Misfortune.
Oh yeah, mine I have Reigns and Paper Trails at 3.3, and then Bye Sweet Carole and The Dark Side Detective 3.4, and This Bed We Made at 3.5.
Oh, that seems fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
What
that
about you,
kind of
Shawn?
area.
I'm gonna go 3-2.
3.2.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3-2.
Yeah.
Because I have not experienced the complete game. I'm giving it a little bit less. But I thought it was a fine game. I'm still gonna finish it. I just didn't have time to finish it before the pod.
That's funny. It puts it in a very similar spot. So at a 3.2, it's right above Refined Self, right below This Bed We Made, and it's right in line with Figment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel good about that.
Yeah. So cool. This concludes the rating episode for Bye Sweet Carole. Please join us next week for the discussion episode as we dive into the details of this game and all its hidden gems. If you haven't played the game yet and it sounds like something you might be interested in, I hope you find some time to play it before tuning in next week. Please go and give the podcast a follow, rate it, review it, however you want to show us love. You can email us with any comments, questions, or constructive criticism at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com. You can also send us game requests if there's something you'd like us to review. Just make sure you include game request in the subject line so it's easy for us to find. You can find us on most socials as Let Me Be Your GG with no spaces. That's Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And you can find us on TikTok as Let Me Be Your Game Guide with no spaces. Our Patreon can be found at patreon.com/letmebeyourgg. Thank you so much for listening. We can't wait to see you next week. And thank you so much for letting me be your game guide. GG, y'all.
Bye.
Next week, we're talking about decapitation. Tune in. It's true. I wrote it down in my notes. See, I call the Black Cauldron that candy bowl at Shawn's house.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You've been telling me you got a cauldron at home.
Dude,
full of
I have
candy.
2 black cauldrons at
Holy
home. Yeah,
moly.
we bought one for the house, and then we bought another one, and I don't remember why we bought it.
Are they both full of candy?
No, just one.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
technically both because they're put together, and then candy's inside of it. So technically, technically both.
Nice.
Yeah.